American 65, can't tell runway 4 left short and line up and wait.
American 65, 4 left short, line up and wait.
Hello, welcome aboard, welcome to Charleston, South Carolina, aboard our Boeing McDonnell Douglas C-17 Globemaster 3. Even has a Charleston tail on it. Booyah. Don't think I didn't do that on purpose. Let's open it up and see what happens when we hit the buttons to open. Opening. Oh look, it's opening. Sometimes you have to sound surprised about these things, okay? What in the world is... Oh, it's going to fold out. It's going to fold out properly. Oh, look at that. Look at the big maw of this thing. I will eat your airplanes. Or, not airplanes. Whatever. It's closed now. Let's add some flap. This is a large military transport aircraft. Developed by McDonnell Douglas before they were bought by Boeing. Carries the name forward of two previous piston-engine military cargo aircraft, which is why it's a Globemaster 3. The C-74 Globemaster by Douglas, and the Douglas C-124 Globemaster 2. Sweet. Let's power up our, what are we running? 4 Pratt & Whitney F-117 PW100 turbofans. What do we got? 40,440 pounds of thrust each. That's a lot of thrustage. It's over 160,000 pounds of thrust right there. That plane. She's big. She's bulky. She's not too big. She's not nearly as big as the C-5 that we flew out of Charleston last time. Look way back in my spotlights. You'll find the C-5. I crashed it. I know, shocker. Commonly performs strategic airlift missions transporting troops and cargo throughout the world. I still cannot English. Additional roles include tactical airlift, medical evacuation, and airdrop. Look at those wheels rotate before they fold. Look at that. Rotate and fold. Very nice. Very nice. And away we go. Let's get back in our plane. I have no idea how fast we're going. Where's our speed thingy? There it is. Okay. In the 1970s, the United States Air Force began looking for a replacement for the C-130. This led to the Advanced Medium STOL Transport Competition. It was held with the Boeing YC-14. Look back in my spotlights, you'll find the YC-14. And McDonnell Douglas with the YC-15. In the end, they canceled the whole thing. Then they came back with the C-X program to develop a larger aircraft. By the 80s, it was decided that the C-141 Starlifter needed to go. So they initiated the RX program fully. What happened was McDonnell Douglas repurposed the YC-15 to have swept wings, increased size, and more powerful engines. This allowed it to do the work of the 141, fulfill some of the duties of the C-5. That allowed the C-5 to move over to oversized cargo. And the Air Force went, oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually. So they okayed it. First flight, 15 September 1991 from Long Beach, California, about a year behind schedule, which in the grand scheme of American aircraft, that's actually not bad. Static tests of the C-17 wing in October 92 resulted in the wing failure at 128% of load. That's cool, right? Except for you have to meet 150% of load. Erps. Both wings buckled near to the front, and failures occurred in the stringers, spars, and ribs, which is pretty much your entire bleeding wing. $100 million was spent to redesign the wing, and it failed at 145% of load in September 1993. Oops. In April 1994, the C-17 remained over budget, didn't meet weight, fuel burn, payload, or range specifications. Not to mention that the wing problem was a problem as well. In fact, what they did, get this, what they did, wing was bad, 145% of maximum. They changed the way that they calculated it. They said, oh, there was a mistake in the calculation. This is how you should calculate it now. Oh, look, it meets the requirements. American ingenuity right there. 1994, the GAO document revealed the Air Force and DoD studies about the C-17 using 6,400 more runways outside of the U.S. than the C-5 was flawed because they only looked at runway dimension, not runway strength or load classification numbers. Load classification numbers are very important because that and weight ability. The more wheels you have, the more you spread the weight out, the better you can land on. When they redid all the numbers, it went from 6,400 more runways in the C-5 to something ridiculous in like the few hundred more runways than the C-5. So what was the point of the C-17 again? I forget. The original cost of this aircraft to produce $41.8 billion for 210 aircraft. 1995, 120 aircraft, $39.5 billion. Are we going to get the rest of the aircraft for free? No. How about that? All right, enough about the financial problems of every single aircraft ever produced by the United States government. Engine thrust reverses direct engine exhaust up and forward to reduce the chance of foreign object ingest if you're landing at a not fully prepared airport. Very smart. You can also power back the aircraft if necessary. They can also use thrust reversers in flight to add drag during maximum rate descents. Can accommodate 69 tons of aircraft. Well, actually, no, it can accommodate more than that. What is it? 170,900 pounds. It can accommodate 169-ton M1 Abrams main battle tank. There we go. So you can put one main battle tank aboard this aircraft. Cargo compartment is 88 feet by 18 feet by 12 feet 4 and has rollers so you can roll your cargo around as necessary. Can manage runways as short as 3,500 feet and as narrow as 90 feet. It can operate from unimproved runways, although there's a high chance of damage to the aircraft when done. Crew, 3. 2 pilots and 1 loadmaster. Sometimes there's 1 to 2 additional maintenance personnel who come aboard. Capacity, 102 paratroopers, or 134 troops with palletized and sidewall seats, or 54 troops with sidewall seats only.
Sink rate.
If that makes sense to you, it should. It sort of makes sense to me. Basically, she can carry a lot of cargo.
Sink rate.
Yes, I know the sink rate. I'm trying to resolve this problem right now. I'm trying to read and fly at the same time. Leave me alone, you stupid talking man. Okay. I'm better
Sink
now.
rate.
I promise. All right. 500, 400, 300. Okay, that's a good sink rate. There we go. Thrust reversers. Boosh. And because we can land in unimproved, I'm not too worried about going off the road here. Oh, no, we're not going to go off the road. Okay, we're good. She can also carry 36 litters and 54 ambulatory patients plus the medical assistance attendants necessary for that. Let's put a parking brake on. Cruise speed of Mach 0.74. That is 515 miles per hour, 830 kilometers an hour. She can go 2,420 nautical miles. That is 2,785 miles or 4,482 kilometers fully loaded. Or at her light load, 5,610 nautical miles. That is about 10,000 kilometers, over 10,000 kilometers, with paratroopers on board, which would be the light load for this aircraft. All right, shift 1. There's that. 2 is comm. 3, GPS. 4, 5, 6. Okay, here's my deal. This aircraft, this is why I sort of like gave up really caring much. It looks terrible inside. Oh my gosh. Like everything is just like super low textures, really weird stuff going on. I'm not, like exterior wise, she's a pretty bird. She's a pretty birdie on the outside. Inside, bleh, horrible. But if you need a C-17, it does come in the United States Air Force Mega Pack, which has a whole bunch of fun aircraft in it. So, I mean, it's worthwhile just for that. Would I say download this aircraft by itself? No. But with the Mega Pack, sure. It totally is worth it when you get the entire Mega Pack with all the other aircraft. Still, there you go. That is the C-17 Globemaster 3. I'm DerTebbers. This has been your Flight Simulator X Plane Spotlight. Until next time, don't ever land your plane like I do, because I'm a gibbon.
Good evening, ATL 101 Heavy.
ATL 101 Heavy, good afternoon. Wind 0908, 4 right, clear to land.
On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us and have a pleasant stay.